Hello friends, welcome to fourth video of C#.NET programming. In this video we're going to see loops in C#.NET. When you are creating an application, many times you need to execute some block of code several number of times. So loops are used for the purpose. For example, consider a case we want to write a program to print hello world message 10 times. So here we can make the use of loops to print the message several number of times. In this case, we want to print this 10 times. So we can make the use of for loop, while loop, or do while loop. So let us have a look at for loop. For loops are used when you want to execute some code repeatedly and you know in advance how many times you want to execute the code or how many times you want to iterate. Every for loop defines initializer, condition, and iteration section. So if you look at the syntax of the for loop, there are three parts available or three sections available. First is initialization, second is condition, and the last one is increment or decrement. So first part is initialization. Here we declare a variable that will be initialized to some default value or the starting value. The next part is condition, that will control the number of times the statements are executed. And the last one is increment or decrement. It is the increase or decrease in the value of the variable. If you look at the example here, we want to print the hello world message 10 times. So we'll start from 1 and we want to go till 10. So I'll say we have a variable declare which is initialized to 1. The condition is I is less than or equal to 10, and then we are going to increment the value of I by 1. So it is I plus plus, and in the bracket I will say console.writeLine hello world. So let us try to implement a program. We are going to write a program to print a table of a number entered by the user. So let us ask the user to enter any number. So I'll say console.writeLine enter any number. Declare a variable to hold the value. So I'll say int no equal to convert the value into integer. So convert dot to int32 console.readline. Now print a message that we are going to print table of this number. So console.writeLine table of the placeholder 0 and no. We are going to write a for loop. Here we want to iterate 10 times. So we know exact number of iterations. So we can make the use of for loop. So we'll start with 1 to 10. So I'll say for int x equal to 1 semicolon x is less than or equal to 10 x plus plus. Inside opening closing curly brackets we'll say console.writeLine. I want to display the message like the number into I equal to number into I. So I'll say placeholder 1 or placeholder 0, placeholder 1 and placeholder 2. At the first placeholder or the placeholder 0, it should print the value of no. Then at this placeholder 1, it should print the value of our variable, and the last one is number into variable. Okay, so let us run the program. Okay, enter any number. Let us enter 5. Okay, so here we are getting the table of the number entered by the user, that is 5. So here we have seen how to use for loop. So basically loops are used to execute some code repeatedly, and for loop is used to execute the code repeatedly when you know exact iteration. Thank you for watching the video. In the next video we'll come up with the while loop and do while loop. Thank you, and please do subscribe to the channel.